started twitching a little bit last year. And I thought, you know what, I fancy doing a bit of music. And initially I had the idea, I already have a lot of material just sort of in the wings. Maybe it needs updating a little bit, but I thought, well, you know what, I don't really want to do an album again, to be honest, because for me, that's a real process. It's a lot of heart and soul that goes into that. And normally there's been some kind of theme behind it in the past. And so I thought, well, I'll just throw a couple of, an EP out there with a couple of songs here and there, and, wave them goodbye and wish them luck, no stress, I can get on with the other work in my life. And then I had, and to keep it short, I had two friends from different sides of the planet that ran into this one guy, and my name came up for some reason, and this guy said, if Jules ever wants to do music again, please ask him to get in touch with me. And the last thing I wanted to do, really, was sign another record deal with the experiences that I'd had before. That's why I've been, trudging along independently for the last 20 plus years. But I had to go to Berlin because I work with a camera company and gallery called Leica Cameras, and they had an awards ceremony going on in Berlin, and I was asked to go to that. So, and I remember that the guy that was interested in working with me musically was based out of Berlin, and it was a company called BMG, which is like a new model, which really give monkeys about their artists. They really do. And so I actually found him on Facebook, the CEO. His name was Hartwig Masush, and I found him. I said, listen, I'm coming to Berlin tomorrow. I'm going to go with Leica. I said, are you free for lunch for the next day so we can have a chat about music? And he said, absolutely. So we had lunch, and I talked about the idea of doing an EP, and he said, Jules, just do an album. I said, we're here to support you. And he said, I personally feel that you've been let down so many times and used and abused by the industry. I want to make your dreams come true with proper support, and the other thing, the icing on the cake for me was, he said, two things really. One, do whatever you want. Doesn't matter, whatever you want, we're going to put it out. So, okay, all right, well, I like that for a start. But the other thing was, I've been trying to get the rights back to my earlier albums, and it's been almost an impossibility. In fact, has been an impossibility. The labels in question refused to sell me back my own work. Because as a young kid, and there's so many others in the industry, we sign away our lives in perpetuity, and that's it. It's gone forever. So anyway, he said to me, the one thing I did learn was that if there was ever going to be a hope to get the material back, it would be they would sell it to another label. And the thing, before I even mentioned this, Hartwig said to me, Jules, I love your story, I love your work. It's such a shame that it's not all under one roof. He said, if I can, and if we can, what we'll do is we'll try and negotiate getting your albums back, bringing it all under one roof, so we can put it all out there again. We can promote it, remarket it, reset, the whole works, and with the idea that all the work would revert back to you in the next 5-10 years time. And I just went, are you kidding me? I mean, I'm almost teary about it,